Boom! What is going on, everybody? So excited! Today is a good day! Dude, it's Tuesday. We're back. We're going to chat with another amazing creator who is killing it on Kickstarter in a time that's actually, there's a lot of Kickstarters that are having some rough goes. But our good buddy Tyler Carpenter, not seeing that. So let's talk to him and see what's up with him and how he's able to pull off all that awesomeness. Let's go over here and make sure that all of you guys can see this. If you're out there, like, share, all that sort of stuff. Wendy, are you shaking your head at me? Why? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Well, it literally just showed up now. It might be because we're not friends on Facebook. What's that? I keep you as one of my close friends. Oh, you finally did that? Did you hear that? Wendy's now one of my close friends. That's
no, you weren't lying. I was already.
That's true. You were.
But
yeah.
Still not showing up.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing it right in front of me right now. So I will edit the audience, make it public, save. It's there. It should be happening. What do we got going on over here? See, Tyler sees it on YouTube, so that's good. All right, guys, if you're in Facebook land and you're seeing this, please like, share, especially comment right now so we know that it's happening. Wendy sees it now, so it is happening. We are live. I pulled it off. Guys, like I said before, we have a great show. Tyler Carpenter's here. I'm so excited. I love the dude. He's such a good guy, and I love hanging out with him. In fact, I love hanging out with him so much that I got him here on my show tonight, and then next week I'm going to go over and take over his. So can't get enough of the dude. But yeah, guys, we're going to have such a blast. So far, I'm not seeing any comments. So, there we go. Hey, what's going on, bud? Tyler, see? He's got fans. Tyler knows how to rally his people. Thank you. Facebook people, if you can let me know that you're here, that would be lovely. Just so I know that this is actually happening and I can move forward and make the show happen. And then you can see our amazing video. Tyler's, oh, yeah, it works. Okay, cool. Wendy's here. Sarah's here. Yes. Okay, look at that, guys. All right, we're getting all the cool people here. I'm excited. We're going to have such a damn good show. But we only have Tyler for a short time. We only have him for an hour because he's a busy dude. Before we do that, though, I do have to push one thing. Because we're going to be talking about Tyler most of the time, I'm going to talk about me for 1 minute. Not just me, but Belial. Belial's on Kickstarter right now. I would love for you guys to check it out. And one thing that we've announced today that we're so excited about is we have our first ever metal cover. Not metal homage, because we've done that. But we took the metal homage from this issue, which is our amazing Megadeth cover done by Chris Matt and Chris Hall, and we've metalized it. It's going to be metal. And so I've always wanted to do one of those. So excited. Baby, you are awesome. You are so awesome with the mic drops. I appreciate you. No cool people here. There goes John talking for himself again. We appreciate you, bud. All right, guys, we're doing it. Everything's going on. We got tons of people here. Why am I holding back what everyone has come here for? It's not my pretty face. I mean, it is, but it's also Tyler. So let's do it.
Canadian bacon is actually really good, and it's nothing like normal bacon, and it's better than ham, which you guys seem to call Canadian bacon. I'm very good at writing. I write very well. Yeah, it's Shop Talk.
Do some of your audience members like the word fuck? Cool. Then I'm going to keep saying fuck. Because I care.
I love it. I always love it. I was scared.
It. You love it.
I was scared for a second. I was like, is he about to bring me in and not play the thing? Like, I was like, I think he's going to bring me in and play the thing, and I'm going to be very sad.
Well, and you had said beforehand, you got to play it. That's what I'm most excited about. I might play it on the way out, just for you.
I appreciate that.
And I never knew that. Rave Knight's excited about the bacon. You know what? I could throw some bacon up in the corner if you really wanted.
We love
how would I do? Right? So for you, you get the bacon heart.
I love it.
Congrats on the metal cover. Although who to blame if I need a tetanus shot? Ha! Thank you. Yeah, dude. Never had a metal cover before. So excited. We own one. We own one of the metal covers. I think issue 3 of Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies. That's the only metal cover we own, and I don't even think we've looked at it. Like we kept it hidden away because we didn't want anything bad to happen. Two of my look at that. Two of my heroes, Chuck and Tyler. Thank you, buddy.
What's up, dude?
But yeah, super excited about that. So thank you. And Tyler, how the hell are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm tired. I'm busy. You and I, we have an hour. Like we can start the hour right now. We can start the hour right now. Yeah, we're good.
All right. You don't have like a specific time?
I do have a specific time, but it's at like if we ended it at like what's your time zone? Is it 9 o'clock your time?
It's 8 right now for me.
It's 8 right
1
now.
hour away.
So if we like so that next show on your time is 8:30.
Oh, you mean 9:30?
9:30.
Yeah, because it's 8 right now. It's 10 after 8.
Yeah, okay. It's all right. It's 8:30. So if it's 7 o'clock for me, I can go until like 7:20, and then I'll just jump onto the other one. Yeah,
right, cool,
I overbooked. Yeah. I double booked. Today. It's funny. I haven't. This is only my second show for this campaign. I've only gone on, I think maybe one other.
Wait, you've only done like 2 shows.
This is my second one.
Double booked the second one.
Yeah, I know exactly. I didn't book any shows. Like I only booked you.
Why is that?
I got lazy and I didn't reach out to people. I
love the honesty, by the way.
And in my last couple campaigns, I haven't been going on shows.
Yeah. Do you think that there's like an advantage to that? Does that say make you a little harder to find or something, or is it just like no, I just don't want to be on them? Like
no, it's not even that. It's just like with the Girl with the Megafist, the first Kickstarter that we did, I went on only 3 shows, and I went on shows that had like 10 subscribers on YouTube. Like
I was one of them actually.
Did I do one on you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. But then I think I did 2 other ones then besides you, and it was yeah, like I didn't know these people, they didn't know me, they didn't have like anyone in their chat, and I only did them because I was like, I've never seen you guys before, but I think this is really cool that I can jump on. And for this one, I haven't done any stuff. Like I have a good email list, I have a good YouTube presence, Twitter presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't felt like the need to. I still do, but all of it goes to my first statement. I forgot to hit up people, and it's like, and I hate to be the guy because I hate it, and I know you'd hate it. Of like, I need to get on the show. My campaign has 3 days. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy. So this is my fault, and it's actually worked out fine.
But you asked me a while ago, and I think that's because I came to you and I was like, hey, we have a Kickstarter going at the same time. Can I get on your show? And you're like, yeah, can I get on yours? And I was like, great, we'll swap up.
Which, by the way, is what I think is the most perfect way to collaborate in comics. It's because you can come on my show, and then I can come on yours, and it's just this beautiful form of collaboration. And I'm not going to lie, I don't necessarily enjoy it when another creator comes on my show, and like, it shouldn't be like this. But we're being real here on Chuck's show. It does miff me when they don't have anything to offer me. Like, hey, can I come on your show? Like, I'll come on I actually did more people's shows. I do more people's shows when I'm not, and I don't have my own Kickstarters. And it's so stupid, but like sometimes I just want to go on. Like I like talking with people throughout the year, and so if I have someone on the show and I go, hey, like, can I come on your show or something, and 99% of them are like, I don't have anything, and I'm like, that's okay. And then they're like, can I come again in like 3 weeks? I have another one. I'm like, no.
I had someone who, because I only do the one show a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I had someone who came to me and they're like, hey, I've got 6 Kickstarters going I think it was 5 Kickstarters going this year. So I would love to come on 5 times. And I was like, you can have 1 time. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I don't like to have people on more than once a year. And actually, I did realize it has been longer than a year because it wasn't Girl with the Mega Fist I brought you on for. It was Chefs who brought you on for. So that was more than a year ago. So
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Brett, I'm sorry. It was not. It has been longer than a year because I am pretty big on that. But yeah, this person wanted to be on 5 times. And I was like, if I put you on 5 times in a year and I only do 50 shows, that means you get 10% of my shows.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, wow. When you break it down like that, it's like, exactly. So having someone on more than that, it's not great. So, Brett, you are still running, right? Because I really hope he's still running. Because if he is, I want to do a live panel next week, so I'll get him on for that.
It's definitely courteous to to hit up people like a month or 2 in advance.
Yeah.
That's always my go-to is try to hit up people to like 2 or 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
Most of the time I actually don't get to it. What was hard for this one is I had a newborn. And I was just so preoccupied with getting my life back to normal that I was like, hey, I now have this campaign. I get to build it out the night before. So this is fantastic. And I get to figure out what all the perks I'm going to offer on there are. And so, yeah, it's, but I appreciate coming on. I think what we're doing right now is a beautiful form of collaboration. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and you and I actually don't get to collaborate. Like we haven't been on, we've been on the same book, but not in the same story.
Correct. Yeah. I've got your wife's pages though behind me. I was cleaning out my basement because I promised her if I found them, I'd send them to her, and I finally found them last week.
She's very excited about that.
Yeah. So I had my wife go to Target, and we're gonna get some protective stuff so I can mail them out. I found the cover, and I found all 4 pages. They were just in a stack of crap. That was about
great.
That was about to, but those pages were in good condition, where everything else on top and bottom was had water damage, and I was like, this is God wanted Wendy to have these pages, I guess.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so I'll see her at baptism.
Right? Oh, that's cool. Well, Wendy threw up the link, guys.
Check
out The Girl with the Mega Fist Volume 2 right now. That's her doing her mic drop. There you go. And, good. Brett Giuliano is still happening. How much time does he have left, by the way, babe? She'll answer me in 2 minutes when she catches up with the actual broadcast. She'll suddenly look at me and be like, oh, yeah, it's 7 more days or something.
That's funny.
Pardon?
I actually said a minute.
Oh, did you? Oh, she did. Oh, Brett's ends on Friday. Oh, then we got to do something before Friday. Brett, if you're still here, let's figure out something before Friday. Or on Friday. We'll figure something out.
At least he funded. At least he funded, though. Right? At least you're funded. The worst is when you get the debt. It's I've got 3 days left, and I have $9,000 more to raise, and I just give up. It's over. It's over. It's not happening.
Oh, that's rough.
Even Jesus can't pull this miracle off.
I had one where there was somebody they weren't going to fund, and they were just like, look, if every single one of my backers adds $12, and I'm like, oh, shut up. That's not
Oh, that's happening. What they put in the update?
Yeah.
Well, oh, yeah. Love to hear that.
$12, and this is before add-ons, so it was just add $12 on. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you don't get anything extra. Just add $12.
Well, I guess technically you could have changed it to a higher tier or something. But still, at that point you're begging. Come on, man. Well, that should never be what Kickstarter's about. No,
and I actually made a tweet, and I had some people message me yeah, you're a bully, Tyler. I was like, shut up. And it was just I said whining won't get you anywhere. Whining to me is one of the most unattractive things with comic book creators. So if I see you whine, I am I'm not even gonna click on this.
My vagina dries up like the Sahara when I see whining. 1,000%. Whatever the male version of that is, I get flaccid as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, same way. And I've seen some good friends whine, and I don't know how to tell. And I'm glad that you do it because I don't know how to tell them, dude. This looks.
Oh yeah, on Twitter. I just like someone was whining, and I went, this is such. I like literally the tweet was, this is such a bad look for you. You should delete this tweet right now. This is so embarrassing. You should be so embarrassed with yourself right now. And then they didn't delete it. They just kept like they just kept bitching, and I was like, dude, I am bored right now. You do not want me bored on Twitter right now. So well, I was like, let's go back and forth.
So if we're being real, because that's what we do, right?
We're real.
When I put that thing that I put up about on Indie Comic Conspiracy today, where I was like, guys, take care of your mental health. I had a fucking breakdown yesterday.
Okay.
Like, just like a serious fucking breakdown. And you know what? It was nuts. Because the breakdown came from, I was listening to a song, and it was helping me. And I'm sitting here, and I'm listening to the song. I'm hearing it in a way I've never heard it before. It's helping me, but I'm also feeling all the bullshit kind of rumble up, and I'm kind of dealing with it. And I'm sitting there quietly, and I pull up my headphones, and Wendy looks at me, and she says, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, "No," and just like, boom.
Was it like weight of the world life stuff, or was it like comic creation, art business stuff?
Yeah, it was everything.
Everything?
Yeah. Across all spectrums, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because I responded to that, and it was like a GIF, like, why so weak? But then I actually don't, I'm not saying I don't break down, but I don't, can I get toxic? Can I get toxic here? I'm gonna get toxic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I get toxic here on your stream? This is gonna win me people. I don't believe, even if it's true, I don't personally believe in lingering depression. And what I mean by that, because people do. My wife up there, she's depression pills. No, antidepressants. Yeah, just like I heard a joke. It's like my wife is personally keeping Zoloft alive. But no, it's like I put on there. It's like I was talking about this on my show last night. I don't get burnt out. I've never gone burnout with comics or creation, any of that. I've never gone, I've gone depressed before, but I don't believe in lingering depression. What I mean by lingering depression is I have comic book friends who are like, why haven't you created in like 2 or 3 years? Oh, I'm just so depressed. And I'm like, how long have you been depressed? 2 years. And I go, bullshit. I don't believe in that. I personally am like, and what I mean by I don't believe in it, I believe in that you should figure out a way to get out. I'll have a breakdown. I cried in my car a couple days ago. I got one of those stupid bills. You know those bills you look at and you go, oh, so I should probably get a new job kind of bills. Even though you can pay it, but you're like, I should probably change my whole life course because things. And I'm like in my car and I'm like, but instead of me using that as a crux, saying I'm depressed now, I go, I've got to find a solution. I've got to nip it in the butt.
I would disagree with you, but only because there's a lot of people who can't. They just don't know how to. They're not wired that way. Like,
why do you think that is, though, Chuck?
I can honestly say I'm not sure. What I will tell you is that, like, so for me, part of it was like when I was talking with Wendy, and again, guys, we're being real here. I was like, my problem right now is that I am the guy who always looks for the positive, and I can't fucking see it. I don't know where it is. And I was talking about, you talk about how a lot of times you feel like you're treading water, and the water's on your lips, and you're like, okay, I can breathe. I was like, no, I am under the water. I can see the top, and there's part of me that just wants to go, let's see what's down there. You know what I mean? Like I was there, and right now I think I'm back to
treading
up over the mouth and nose. But I think every once in a while we just have to put our heads under the water and go,
With your analogy though, I actually let myself get to the bottom. I heard a really good quote that said, hitting rock bottom isn't when you've hit your lowest. Hitting rock bottom is when you've decided to make the change. And sometimes I'll let myself get to that point. I'm like a prime example actually is last year I did that chef's interview. I'm like, I've got a new comic, and then a day later I cancel it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like so unhappy. I'm so depressed. And instead of like using that time to make me figure it out, I just let myself go down for 2 months. I just let myself go down. I was barely creating YouTube videos. I wasn't drawing or writing, and I was just like, let me slump. And once I got down that slump, I hit the bottom, and I go, okay, I'm here now. What do I do? I've exhausted all of my sadness excuses. Where I'm now at the bottom, I've got nothing left. What do I do? And then I come up with the girl with the mega fist, and then you start kind of like working your way back up.
I think that's the problem, though, is that different people's rock bottoms are different places. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you dunk your head underwater, you would look down, you'd be like, oh, there it is, it's down there. I'm going to swim down there. I'm just going to go down there. Mm-hmm. Whereas other people go down, they go, I can't fucking see it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where it is. And you know, somebody actually just sent me a message, and he's like, dude, for some people, rock bottom is a bullet. You know what I mean? Like, it's different
sad.
Things for different. Yeah, totally. But
that's sad.
It's true, right? So I think that's the thing is with depression, it's very different. And I think for you, you're kind of lucky you don't necessarily suffer from it. So
I do though, but I do.
You?
I every day I went. Oh yeah, no, you're good. Every day I'm sad, but like every day, so like, do you remember? I made this decision actually a couple months ago. Which totally changed I've been reading all these books. I learned how to read.
Congratulations.
I learned how to read books without pictures. A couple months ago. It was so hard. And I was like, I realized I was like, I'm just like not true to myself. And so you saw me, and so I was like, I haven't been really true to myself. Like when you go on my Draw and Talk show, I'm very much like this PR, it's like PR Tyler. Like, hey guys, I'm Tyler, and we're all gonna be jolly. And you know, with you, Chuck, it's very like, I'm like, man, I don't know what Chuck is like negative, because he's always positive. But you clearly have to have bad days. And so I made a decision a couple months ago. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be 100% me, like the person I act at home, my day job, everything. That's what I'm going to now take on to the internet, for better or for worse. For better or for worse. So you got to see that actually on the comic Burrito. Like, when we did that, that's actually who I am. I literally insult comedically every person I'm around. And my wife says it's a bad trait of mine, because she goes, Tyler, you could hurt someone's feelings. And I always go, but it's a joke. And she goes, well, it doesn't mean it's a joke. They could literally take it seriously. And my Draw and Talk personality would be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. And my real life personality is like, well, I was joking. So suck a dick. Like, suck a dick. I was joking. I was joking. And if you think I'm real, think I'm real, that's your problem. So when I got invited to Comic Burrito, and I was like, I don't know any of these people. I've got nothing to lose.
You came out hard. Holy shit.
I've got nothing to lose by calling one of them a child kidnapper, someone a QAnon January 6th conspirator, and I think I called like David a terrorist. I was like, which one sounds better, man? Al Qaeda or ISIS? You would know. But
everyone had them because everyone was in that place where they could handle it. Like that was where we were at. Yeah.
Correct. But I'm now taking that onto my streams now. And people are like, oh, your streams are a lot funnier, oh, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, because I'm not scared. I think it's because I'm a lot more vulnerable. Like, if I'm having a bad day now, I'll go on Twitter. Yo, I'm so fucking pissed. Or I'll go on YouTube. I'm so fucking pissed. I had a 4-hour rant on how pissed I was at DC Comics. and Warner Brothers when they canceled the Batgirl movie. Not that I wanted to see the Batgirl movie, but I was so pissed that there was no plan. Like, there's no plan. It's impossible for me to be a happy DC movie film fan. And I went off for 4 hours, and I made really disgusting, crude jokes about all the executives and Jim Lee, and it felt good because that was real. I didn't pent it up. And so I don't know, Chuck, maybe you allow people to see you're both. It takes vulnerability to let people see the downsides, and you don't have to open it up. I don't know. I mean, it can come. I think it can come across in our writing and our art.
I think it's important. My problem is that my worry is that I let that stuff come out and it comes out as the whining.
Fair.
So it's just like, it's one of those things where every once in a while, like, and I think part of it is that this show, it feels like a safe space for me. You know,
it should be.
I can be.
Can you imagine if you were scared on your own show?
I probably wouldn't do it, to be honest. I'd just be like, fuck it. And actually, I've probably had episodes where I'm just like, I'm just going to not be me for this episode just because I don't feel safe. Yeah. But before we move on, we have so many comments, and I want to make sure that everyone gets it. So, Chris Matt is here. How is everyone? We're good. How are you? Brad Linder? You and I got to hang soon?
He looks too happy.
He does.
He looks like he's a human form of Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I like those. I like those little roasts.
Yeah. Sorry, Brad.
To me, he looks like a slightly thinner, well, actually, goateed Peter Griffin.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I can see that.
Yeah, right? Sarah, put Alka-Seltzer in your mouth when you get baptized. It'll look like you're foaming at the mouth.
That's funny. Okay, I appreciate it.
That's really good.
I can laugh at that. That's
and now I want to do that. Good Lord, I'm inappropriate right now. Dude, apparently that's what's happening tonight. Late, but still great. Hello, well, that's okay. We started early, so it's fine. How do you get stuff done if you don't whine? I mean, you spelled wine as in the drink? And I actually, I edit sober. I edit because that's somebody else's work. But when I'm writing, that's me, and I do it however I choose. Whether I
can't relate. I can't relate. I'm Mormon.
You're square, right?
I'm constantly sober.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm straight too.
How much does that suck?
I don't know.
You've never drank or anything?
I got high once and I landed in the ER.
I think I remember you mentioning that story.
Yeah, it was so stupid, and then I got a hospital bill of like $11,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and my wife was like, "What the heck?" I'm like
you were with your wife at the time?
No, I was in Denver with some friends, and I hurt my leg. I get really bad leg cramps, and it just took me out. I'm on the street. I'm literally on the street trying to crawl to my car, screaming, and I'm looking at people like, can you just I know that if I can just get my leg, if someone can lift my leg up, point my toes to my knee, the pain will go away. I know that. But I'm like, please help, and they would walk past. I'm like, help, fuck you, and I'd be crawling, and I finally get to my car, and someone, thank goodness, some saint helps me, and he's like, are you done yet? I have to go to the grocery store, and I'm like, yeah, fine, go. I'm like, I hate Denver. I hope your city gets bombed by ISIS, but they'd probably fly past because how shitty your city is, and they go, oh, we were already here. And so I get my friends find me, and they take me to the house, and I'm like, guys, my leg is killing me. They're like, we need to get the muscles loosened. Let's put them on a hot tub. And I'm like, guys, the pain is so bad. And they're all smoking weed, and they go, Tyler, if you smoke this weed, you will be fine. I'm like, I think that's how it works. And they go, no, it will be. And I'm like, okay. I was like, just know, I'm kind of anxious right now because of the amount of pain I'm in. Is this going to be fine? And they go, no, don't worry, it's fine. And I didn't know how to smoke weed because I don't know how to smoke. And I did probably 20 different puffs. And at $20, and then the last puff, my friend's like, "Yo, dude, you know my brother got sent to the ER because his body doesn't react well to like sativa," and that just scared me. And then all my friends left to go to the bar. I'm at home because I can't walk, so now I'm in a state that I don't like. I don't know anyone here. I don't know the house I'm in. It's 4 stories, so I can't even climb up to the bath. And the nearest hospital is like 30 minutes away, and I'm like, I drive myself to the hospital. I'm like crying, and I'm like, someone needs to help me. I'm gonna die. And they go, yeah, well, sir, it's a 5-hour wait. Like, so like chill. And I'm there for like 3 hours. It's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, and I call this other hospital. I'm like, do you guys have any room? They go, we're empty. I'm like, sweet, I'll be there. And it's like a 45-minute drive. Drive there 45 minutes. I'm high. I'm delirious. The lady sees me when I get there, and she just grabs me and she tackles me to the floor. And like after like 10 minutes of just like struggling, she calmed me down. I was just having a panic attack. And I go, "Oh, thanks. I'm fine." She goes, "Well, hold on. You said something about a blood clot, so we got to check that out."
Oh my god.
And so then I was in there all night, and it was so stupid. So the moral, guys, is I'm straight. I don't do drugs or drink. And I don't plan on it.
What a dick move of them, though, to talk about. Like, I mean, they know that weed, they have to know if they're smokers, that weed can develop paranoia and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm
for
like,
them to do that was such a dick move.
I'm running around the house like, I can't pee. Why is it not coming out?
That's such a dick move.
Yeah.
It's okay to not be okay. Yeah. Just don't live there. Totally.
That, by the way, is my thing. Is a lot of people build a house there, and I don't. Yeah, and that's where I draw the line. I'm okay with you going there. Everyone goes there, but I don't like it when people build a house there, and that's when I stop being your friend. That's when I'm like, listen, if you. It's
tough to deal with that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you there. Some people's depression is as deep as a swimming pool, and some aren't. Yeah. That's exactly it, babe. See, you get it.
Yeah.
What's good, guys? What's really good?
What's up, Rob? How you doing, man?
I mean, we're good. This is more people, by the way, from YouTube than I ever get. So obviously, Tyler's people are making it happen. So guys, if you want, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to stick around. We got lots of these good things happening.
He's trying to get you guys.
You're fucking right, I am. I'd be stupid not to post a little bit.
You guys should subscribe to Chuck. He's a great comic book writer and editor. Great guy.
Feel free. When I bring both of my subscribers over to your channel, take them. You can poach them. They're all yours.
I'll take them.
Yeah. Actually, I can only bring one because Wendy already subscribed to you.
There we go. My chat loves Wendy. We love having Wendy there. She's
good people. I like her. Many of us hide it as much as possible. And I mean, yeah, being genuine is always better, for better or worse. A lot of comedians have depression, a coping mechanism. 100%. Holy shit, dude. I mean,
if I don't take a situation seriously, it can't be serious. Like that's how I look at it. Like, my great grandpa recently died like 2 weeks ago. I didn't have a good relationship with him. My fault, by the way, because I lived next to him and I never saw him this last 7 years.
Yeah.
And I would joke like, "Oh, I'm just going to the funeral. I didn't even know this guy." Just making jokes. I get there. The coping the jokes, all gone. The mask, all gone. Breaking down, crying, regretting, tons of regret. So yeah, coping mechanism is just for the public. Once you get into the real of it, that's when you can't, the mask, it doesn't, you can't even take it off. It falls off.
Yeah. You know what's funny? So Wendy and we got together and I asked her to marry me within a month or two of us meeting.
Hell yeah.
So within no time. But pardon? Physically meeting. Yeah, it was just over a month. It was a month and a half. And so we were together for so long that I didn't give a shit. Like, she was out of a divorce and I just didn't give a shit about actually having a wedding and making it legal because I don't care about, if the state sees me as legally married or not. It's not up to them. I don't give a fuck. It's a piece of paper. So I didn't care. And so that was in 99. Finally, in 2010, we want to come to America. So now that we're looking ahead, we're like, okay, well, legally we have to get married. All I wanted was a party. That's all I wanted. I just wanted a party. We would have someone show up. They'd tell us you're married. They'd sign it, and that's it. My mom does not fucking let that happen. Starts inviting her family. Starts, gets a justice of the peace involved and all this shit. And I was like, holy fuck. So we had to take it seriously, at least somewhat. Like, it's still, like, it was just in a local community hall and stuff, but I didn't want to go all the way out. But I'll tell you, when Wendy started walking down the aisle towards me, I choked up, and I was like...
Yeah, you took that shit seriously.
Yeah, and I never... Like, I was like, whatever. Now, when she got up there, and we're having a good time, the Justice of the Peace is reading from her big, long script, and I got nothing to do. What am I going to do? Stare at Wendy for, like, half an hour?
Yes!
Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm up there, and I'm kind of, like, ADDing out a little bit, and I'm like, what? So I started, like, reading the script, and she started to get lost, and so I like pointed, and I started like, and this actually happened. I started like reading it for her to help her catch up, and I think she was a little annoyed at me, but the crowd loved it.
All right, Wendy, 2025. Let's get a redo.
Right. Well, 2025. That's 25 years for us. So yeah.
Oh, you see, I know these things, guy. I know that. I'm basically hovering over their relationship.
No, is it? No, sorry. It's because we're 23 years this year. It'll be 24. 2024.
Damn it. There goes my whole joke.
You were close. you tried, man. I appreciate you. Perry says, you always seem happy to me, Tyler. It's why I like watching you.
Thanks. I would say maybe not happy, confident. I'm confident.
And that's important. I think confidence is a big deal. And it's funny. I was trying to tell someone because someone was saying to me, what is confidence? Like, I wish I was confidence. And I'm like, confidence? Do you know how they have, like, con men? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, confidence is a fucking lie. It's you just saying, I know this, whether you do or don't.
Oh, yeah. In your little comment section, Bruno, he's in the community, and he's just like, he's like, well, just, Tyler, like, if you are depressed, it's okay, you can let it out. And I'm like, I don't believe in depression. It's not real. I kick it in the ass. It's like, and that's just straight confidence. Now, there is a level of degree that I do believe in it, but
not to the degree that you actually threw out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I have a sad day, I look at myself and I go, oh, you piece of shit, you better figure this out. Right. You better freaking figure this out. Let's get up. But like you said, I figured out how to do that with myself because maybe I'm swimming in a kiddie pool. According to Wendy's analogy, I might be in a kiddie pool.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I might be in a kiddie pool.
Roland Mendoza, what's up, Chuck? What's up, Tyler? What's up, chat? Good to see you, buddy. A fellow Texan. It depends on the strain of weed. I mean, it does, but just in general, though. Especially if you've never done it before, it can hit pretty hard. Seems like you smoked super dank weed when you get so high that you don't feel like you'll come back down. Yeah, but it's not even that, dude. I think it's also he'd never done it before.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I'm high. I just know I'm scared.
Yeah. Hey, Muffin, how you doing, girl? Wendy's great. Put the Mega Fist back up there. So once again, people, we are here talking to. I mean, we're talking about so much shit, but
yeah, guys, my book, The Girl with the Mega Fist. It's a 200-page book for $15. I mean, that's all I could tell you the story, but I mean, hopefully that's a good enough hook to make you go, really? 200 pages, $15 on Kickstarter. The best deal in indie comics. You won't find another better deal.
That's true. Mine is 32 for 12.
You see?
And then, of course, yeah, Belial 3, Tri-Curious. Check us out.
That's a great name, Tri-Curious.
Thank you. That one was, what's his face? Sean. Sean came up with that one. Because the original name, when I'm writing scripts, I give it a fake name. Mm-hmm. And so the fake name lasts for as long as it lasts. This one, it was Belial 3, 2's a crowd, 3's an orgy. I was like, I like it, but it's too fucking long.
Uh-huh.
And so he wanted to play off of the fact that it's issue 3, so he did Tri-Curious, and I was like, actually, I don't even know what the fuck that means, and I like it. It's absurd. Let's do it.
I dig it.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that. Maybe confidence is like having command presence, like in law enforcement. Could be.
Yeah, I mean, I got like Chicago police type of energy. Just boom, boom, boom. One kid.
Holy fuck! And none of them are white.
I didn't say that.
Well, you'd be high just sitting in the same room as your friends. Boom, free high. Yeah. Wendy goes, mine was 12 pages, 24 pages, $12. Yeah. My book is 380 pages for $20. LOL, apples and oranges. Yours is a novel. You're correct. And actually, so I'm so glad that you said that, Michaela, because our novel is like 286 pages, so it's just short of 300, and we charge 20 as well. So I'm glad that that kind of tracks a little bit. I lost where the tracks are. Were there tracks? The only tracks are on your arms. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think we lost track of this too. We're talking to Tyler. We've
talked about more about mental health than like comic shop talk.
So let's try to turn that back to comic shop talk a little bit. Dude, so you've got this book. It helped bring you up out of the abyss, so to speak. How far are you planning on going with this? And is this your main train right now, or do you have other things that? Yeah.
I've got a lot of comics I'm working on right now, but this is the main one. So I mean, you always hope that you can get it to here. I've got 16 volumes planned. Yeah, so that's a lot, and I'm putting out, if each volume is 200 pages, I'm putting out around I am putting out 2 of these a year.
Wow.
So plus I have the Girl with the Megafist. My summer campaigns, maybe not this year, but are going to be my Chef's graphic novels. The one I canceled, then I'm rebooting it because I'm now at peace with it. And then I'm also working on Coins of Judas with Travis Gibb, which got picked up by Band of Bards, and that's actually the book I'm working on currently in terms of art. And what's great and what's hard about that is that it's when I did the first page for Coins of Judas, which I should be talking about the Girl with the Megafist, but I'm talking about this. Is that page 1? I did the first page and I sent it over to the team. And I did it in my manga anime style. And I could just tell by their response. It was like, this is great. And I was like, they're like, awesome. Cool. And I don't know why, but I read it as, you guys don't like this. You guys don't like this first page, how I drew it. And so I'm like, let me try a different style. Let me try the style that I did in like broke down 4 Dead Bodies. Let me do it how the one I did in Wonderland.
I want to read Brokeback and 4 Dead Bodies so bad. I want to read Brokeback and 4 Dead Bodies so bad. That is what you said, dude. Travis? Can you please make Brokeback and 4 Dead Bodies? I would buy the shit out of that.
Hey, the LGBTQ movement.
I would send it to him. Yeah.
Hey, the LGBTQ movement, they are like, we want representation. Well, let's give them some representation. Jeez, oops. Broke down in 4 Dead Bodies. And so I was like, I'm thinking that they're wanting this style, not the manga and anime style I've been doing for the last year. So I redrew the page, and they were like, oh, this is what I want. This is what we want. This is amazing.
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, great, because this makes drawing each page 4 times longer. So the sucky thing about the book is that I'm having to spend so much time on the pages. The great thing about the book is it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the other sucky thing about it is I tried drawing the Girl with the Megafist and I couldn't get out of my Coins of Judas art mindset.
No.
Once I finish Coins of Judas, I'm going to need like a hard reset to get back into the Girl with the Megafist. But yeah, no, those are the comics I have right now. And I have 3 others that I'm working on. That I'm writing and drawing. They're just like 30, 40 page one shots. They're all in, like, I'm not drawing them right now. They're just all in random stages, because I'm planning on doing this thing either next year or the year before, and I'm calling it my 222 event, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if we've lost Chuck or if you're just
No,
upside.
I'm here.
Oh. Do you know what you look like right now?
No, but I'm sure it's cool.
You're completely frozen and you're horizontal. Now you're back.
Right.
Now you're back. And so, yeah. So I have this thing called my 222 event, and that's what these comics are going to be for. And I'm not going to say what they are, because if I say, I know that if I say what I'm going to say, and I say it, either people are going to copy me, or they're going to go, Tyler, what the fuck? And I know those are going to happen no matter what, so I'd rather just talk about that when it's time.
Dude, I love that that's your approach, because I'll tell you, that's something that Eric and I do when we're doing chapters for Essence House. Eric will literally message me and be like, I remember when this first happened, he had the idea for a magical item, which we had not talked about magical items at all. And he's like, hey man, I got a really cool idea, but I feel like if I pitch it to you, you're going to say no, because I can't pitch it. So I'm going to write it, and if you hate it, then we can go from there. And I was like, okay, cool. And he did it, and it came out really cool. The idea was neat. I liked it, but I was like, yeah, I don't think you could have pitched that and won. So yeah, sometimes it's important just like ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Yeah, and so and especially when it's something. Should I just say it?
I mean, 10 people are watching. I don't think you're going to get.
I think I'm safe. It's my 2 weeks, my 2 weeks, $2 physical, $2 digital deal. So
okay.
I'm making a comic that's gonna cost $2 digital and $2 physical, and it'll only be available for 2 weeks. And then it will be available on my website for 2 weeks at that price, $2. I don't care how many people buy it. But the comic I'm making is specifically made for this 222 event that I'm hoping to do.
How many pages?
Anywhere from 20 to 32 pages. Just a one shot. Perio boy, I can't wait to tell everyone.
Fucking guy.
So yeah, and so that's something I'm working towards in like a couple years.
So real quick, Sarah said, she said, I can do some screenshot reviews if you'd like. Same with Belial, that was epic. I did send her issue 3 because I think she did issues 1 and 2. So basically, she reads through your digital, and then she takes screenshots, and she does reviews just based kind of on those screenshots.
Oh, fair.
And it's so fun. And it's just a lot of fun. And I don't even think, I think mostly it was just sent to us. Like, I don't even think it actually went live or anything. But it was so fun, and it was so cool to see her take. So she would read, and then anytime she loved something, she would screenshot it and then just talk about what she just saw there, then move on and do it again. And it was so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I just sent her Belial 3. I was like, fucking go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm working on. But like, really, like, my main focus is always going to be the girl with the mega fist. Like, if that's like, if it's like, oh, I don't have time to do this 222 style comic, that's okay, because I'm doing the girl with the mega fist.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to put out 400 pages a year.
That's
essentially
stupid.
It's stupid.
And I mean, like, stupid as in like incredible.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I can do anywhere from 10 to 12 pages a week. On it, depending, and then.
But that's because you're doing that manga style. Is it manga or manga?
I mean, you whatever god you pray to.
I'm agnostic. What do I do?
Yeah, I know a manga. Manga.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go to but yeah, and it's not even that it's like manga style, so it's like less detailed. It's like in manga they take liberties that comic artists I feel like should, but they don't. The way I look about it is this: comic artists in some form are like, my art's going to be seen at the Louvre, and manga artists are like, I'm just trying to tell the story. And so what I'll see in like comic book art, especially like really good art, and this isn't a bad thing, by the way. It's just different mindsets. Is that if you pick up like Greg Capullo's artwork, almost every panel has a background scene. Whereas, what's up, Nick? How you doing?
Oh, hey, Tyler.
I like your Illuminati pyramid behind you.
Where's the eye?
Yeah, where's the eye? So if you look at Greg Capullo's art, there's backgrounds on every single panel, where in manga, there's one background probably on the page to let the reader know this is where we're at, and then every other panel doesn't have a background, because it's either more focused on the character's face and the reaction, or they just know, hey, listen, like, I don't have time to draw this background. The reader knows where we're at. Like, I don't need to draw this. I don't need to draw this bush. I don't need to like. I remember watching like Todd McFarlane and Eric Larson like drawing pages, and they're having to do all this perspective grids on every panel, and I'm like, I will kill myself if I have to draw buildings on every panel. And so that's kind of the approach I with my art. I go, this isn't trying to hang in the Louvre. I'm just trying to tell a story, and hopefully the art is good enough to serve the story.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. Nick, so good to see you, buddy. If you guys end up having any time on the burrito anytime soon, we're talking Belial. If not, though, I do have Belial for you if you wanted to check it out, because like I said, there was a section in issue 3 that was based on your Facebook. So even if you just want to check it out just for you and maybe talk about it later on, hit me up and I'll get you some PDFs. Wendy says, I'm working on the 3-month model, Tyler, brainstorming the story idea, then going on to outlining. Want to have at least 2 books done before I put up the first one and then go from there.
And that's intense. It's super intense. And I think that's...
Especially when you're not the artist.
I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know. When people aren't the artist, I'm always shocked. Like, for like this new chef's book, I'm paying an artist, and I haven't done that in 4 years. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. They're like, pay me for these 10 pages, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm used to the one that keeping all the money, and so yeah, for writers, I don't know how. Like, people who do like multiple series, like like Travis, I don't know how they're like. I don't know. I personally couldn't do it. Like, that's so much that's so much upfront investment on money wise, and then you're really hoping for that return. The only thing I lose is my time and seeing my kids grow up. Yeah,
they were going to do that anyways.
So yeah, I think with writers it's very interesting. I think writers in comics, I feel like they have like really good opportunities in marketing that they could use more. Than what I'm seeing. Like, I wish I could do more marketing, but because I'm the artist, like, I have to be at my drawing table. But I feel like with writers, if they wrote, I just feel like there's a lot more opportunities for writers that they're not taking.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
But Wendy is, because she's been listening to my advice, and I like it. Oh, not comics, novels. Yep. Let me tell you something. Any comic book writer who isn't also writing prose or novels, like. And they're like, I have a comic book script. I can't afford an artist. Well, write it in prose and start learning how to market and sell, because it's the exact same. It's the exact same thing. I should probably preface this. My day job is I market books for authors. I work at a publisher. I brought in around $3 million revenue in the last 2 years for the company selling people's books. The process for selling indie comics, novels, it's all the same. It is all the same. I have the microphone because it's on my soapbox now. It's all the same. So if you're a comic book writer and you're like, I have a script, I can't get an artist, I don't have money, then write it as a prose and learn all the marketing stuff, get the money that way, and then you can adapt it into a comic book somehow.
Well, if you guys are looking for a novel series, let me know. I'll get you some PDFs.
Essence House. Essence
Right?
House. But yeah, like to me, it's like when I see people like, oh, like I have a comic book idea, but I can't afford an artist. Well, can you afford to type for a couple more hours and turn it into a book? Maybe spend the money instead of spending $100 to get 2 pages. Maybe spend $100 to get a badass cover for your novel. Then start marketing it that way. People still read books. You can still build an audience. People who read novels still read comics, and there's a way to do it. And yeah. Excuses, people. Excuses. I won't have any of your excuses, you little
No,
bitches.
I feel you. By the way, guys, I'm looking at the Kickstarters right now. Belial's at $35.91. If we could get to $3,600, that would be lovely. So $9. I'd like to break that and move on. Chris says that would cut down so much time. Rave Knight says, do you prefer one style over the other?
No, because I like my style for the girl with the mega fist is perfect for that story, but like if I want to do like a spy noir, I'm not doing that in manga. I'm gonna go do an Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips type art. Now which one's faster? The girl with the mega fist art.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, 1,000%.
For sure.
Hey Terry, so good to see you, hon. And once again, Wendy's awesome. She puts up the Belial Kickstarter. If you guys want to check it out, it's there. It's awesome. It's in your face. And Roland says, oh, by the way, I got something for you, Chuck. Been working on it since yesterday. It's an ad piece for your Kickstarter. Oh, dude, thank you. Okay, I'm really interested to hear or to see what you got there. Wendy says, well, she throws up the Kickstarter for Mega Fists, Volume 2. Guys, get it. And Terry gives us some more love. We love you, hon. Dude, so, I mean, okay. So you're talking about marketing. And you're talking about writers trying to, needing to market and work. And I totally agree with checking out other platforms and other ways. I remember when we started, I'll support the Kickstarter. Oh, thank you, hon. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's up there right now. We just got a metal cover today. We're super excited about. But yeah, check it out. See if you're see what excites you. Chuck getting mega fisted. Yeah, that excites Roland. So good. Well, yeah, I remember when we did Essence House as the audio drama, and you were just like, "Holy shit, man! I was thinking about doing it. Like, I'm so glad someone's jumping in there." And yeah, we got season 4 is coming up in the next month.
Do you guys go through like Amazon and Potted and whatnot?
Yep.
Like, there's just so many like cool like things that you can do like with Amazon that like indie creators like they don't even talk about it. I'm like, like Girl with the Mega Fist I did a free promotion on there, and the Girl with the Mega Fist was on Amazon for a week. It said #1 shonen manga. I beat One Piece, Naruto. #1.
Wow.
Free, and like here's the thing, it was free. I wasn't making any money, but I had the label #1 free manga in that category, and I was getting new readers. So I have hundreds of people who downloaded the book for free, and now it's like, okay, at some point I need it at some point. So now when I release issue 2 on Kindle later this year. Issue 2, Volume 2, every single one of those people who got Volume 1 for free will get notified in their email saying, hey, Volume 2 is now uploaded on Kindle.
Ooh.
And I don't have to do a free promotion. They can now go, oh, I liked Volume 1, I got it for free. Let me buy Volume 2, I liked it. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, that's a whole other like platform conversation tactic that like people in our space don't even talk about, might not even know exists, because we're so focused on, I gotta get my Kickstarter funded, when they're seeing Kickstarter as the end all be all, and not this is a blip in time. Which was one of my biggest freakouts that I had last year was, oh my gosh, why, like everything is right. That's why I had like that big panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, everything rides on these 30 days. Freak out, cancel the campaign, return $4,000 that I made in 2 days. When in reality, it was, this is a blip in the year, and now how do I sell my book every other day of the year that I'm not on Kickstarter. Oh, I create an online store.
Yeah.
I optimize it. I use Google Ads. I go on Amazon. There's so many other ways, and I just feel like creators don't look or talk about that kind of stuff.
Kickstarter, people. It starts there.
Yeah, it makes me happy, makes me sad, and sometimes annoys me how like I'll talk about marketing to people and some people just don't get it, and the ones that do get it make me happy. And I'm just like, I wish that I could just point people in the right direction, which is why like something I'm working on right now behind the scenes is like in January I'm coming out with a marketing course specifically for comic book people. I'm not guaranteeing you money, but I'm going to guarantee you like if you do these things, you're going to get more emails. You're going to have a better website. You're going to optimize this. Just to point people in like some kind of direction, because I feel like most comic book people, they're just screaming in the void, hoping someone hears me.
Yep. And Tyler hears, guys. Terry's wondering if you're drawing. He's not at the moment. Right now, he's solely focused on you guys. So this does not happen a lot. So take it. Enjoy it. I got Girl with the Mega Fist and Chefs through Patreon. Any advice for someone starting a Patreon?
Yeah.
Do it good.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Paul. And I'm glad that you got your books, because sometimes because for the Patreon people, I didn't send out a survey. I was just like, I think everyone deserves a book this year. So I went on everyone, even people who quote unquote didn't deserve it via my rules. I sent everyone a book this year.
That was nice of you.
Via my Patreon. Yeah. My inventory didn't like it because I didn't plan well, but I was like, but everyone got a book. My advice is this. Patreon, you have to realize what platforms do. And what their purpose is. And there's two words, acquisition and retention. So an email list, you can acquire and you can retain. YouTube, you can acquire, you can retain. With Patreon, you cannot acquire new people. What does that mean? I'm talking about the algorithm. On Twitter, you can find someone's tweet and go, oh, that was interesting, and like learn more about them. Same with YouTube, same with TikTok. So, Facebook not so much anymore unless you're like unless you join like a group. Patreon isn't a place where people look to find other places to back. They actually have to find you somewhere else. So, unless you and then you have to convince those people who you have somewhere else to pay you something. And it's like, okay, now what are you offering? And so I would first not worry about Patreon, worry about where's the home that I'm going to build my quote unquote empire. And then how am I going to get people the royal treatment, which is what you would say Patreon is. So like for me, I focus a ton on YouTube and Twitter. Like those are my hubs. I'm every day on Twitter and I am on YouTube. That's where I am. And then I tell people, hey, if you join my Patreon, I'll give you all my comics for free. And once we're done with the physical volumes, I'll just mail it to you. You don't have to join the Kickstarter and pay more. And I'll give you exclusive content. But I have to tell those people in my YouTube videos. Otherwise, I can't just say, hey, I'm doing a Patreon, because Patreon is really for your core, your hardcore fans, people who really believe in the mission that you're trying to achieve. It's not for, if you have there's viewers, fans, and super fans. Viewers will watch what you're doing, but they won't buy anything. Fans will buy stuff out of support because they like what you're doing, but that's about it. Super fans will follow you. They will go to war. They will go to war for you, and that's a small demographic of your following.
Mine is Wendy.
I love Wendy. I love Wendy's my favorite Patreon person. Anyone who's on my Patreon, just know that. I don't even care. You guys all subscribe, as long as there's still one person in there and it's Wendy. I don't care.
And Wendy's been, dude, she's been ride or die for you for like 4 or 5 years.
I appreciate it, because I have done some stupid stuff to deserve die. I've done some stupid stuff for die. I'm
not even gonna fight you on that.
But yeah, no, she has, and it's one, Wendy's great, but two, I could either go, it's either I'm that awesome, or maybe I'm providing enough value for her to go. And yeah, Tyler might have said some really, guys, I say some racist, transphobe, I say every bad thing I possibly can all day, because I don't care, but I try to give good value to people. And so, I'm just joking, guys. I don't care.
I'm joking. I don't care.
I don't care. But I try to give good value.
What's the price of your Patreon? Terry's wondering.
$5. It used to be two. It used to be 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, and then I couldn't give everyone everything they wanted.
Yeah.
So now it's just $5. If you're on there for 4 months, you get the book. You'll get the book every time we release it. You get access to all my digital content first, so not exclusively, just first. I'm now having to make that distinction. You get it first, and then you get some behind the scenes stuff, and then I do an exclusive podcast on there. I'll be starting a new one, actually. I just ended my last one I was just did. Can I join still? Absolutely. It's still going on.
Yeah. Now, because
Patreon.com/draw and talk.
Boom. Because you are having to head out soon, we're gonna get to a couple questions.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes.
Yeah, if people pay attention to your YouTube shows, they will already be learning about how to market. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Terry says, "What's Tyler's favorite character to draw?"
Like if it's like an indie, if it's like my personal characters, I really like drawing Eliana, girl with mega fist. If it's like a mainstream character, Batman, like that's my go-to guy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Sarah says, "With the way I review, it will bomb your inbox. I find mistakes along the way for editing and look at both the story and the art. It really is a lot of fun. I was shocked to hear I was the only person who reviewed that way." Yeah, you are. I like it, but yeah. With my method, it's a lot easier to see exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah, of course. I love the broken creator, Wendy says.
Yeah, that was the podcast I just finished. It was like a therapy session. Yeah.
I'll do it for free if that's something you're interested in. If not, that's cool too. Just a heads up with the messages. If I do it when the creators are doing other things during that time, or we can plan a time that's best. Yeah, I think when she did it to me, I was like, I got to ignore. I'm in the middle of something, but I'll get back to you. Brian Manel, do you listen to music while you work? If so, what kind of music or groups?
Yeah, so I have 3 phases of audio that I listen to. So if I'm in like a learning, building phase in my life, I will listen to podcasts. And like people talking. And that's kind of like the current thing I'm in right now. I'm listening, but then if I'm in like in a sad, happy, or just like content mood, I'm listening to like punk rock music, pop punk rock music. And then if I'm just like in a, I am the shit. If I'm just like in that, like I am the best. No one's better than me. I'm listening to rap, like gangster rap.
I knew
music.
it.
I'm listening to like
gangster rap.
Yeah, so like there are some days I'm going to like my Mormon Utah job, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck bitches and do drugs, and I killed my mom and I killed my dad and I fucked my grandma. Yeah, and then here we go, and then I get to work and I'm like, well, hi guys, how are you doing?
Dude,
so
this guy is all prepped, ready to do. He's killing it on Kickstarter. Meanwhile, he's got 99 problems, but the bitch ain't one.
The bitch ain't one. But yes, but right now I'm listening to podcasts a lot. Like I'm in this very like changing my mindset. Like, what can I do to grow? I want to make that money. So it's like, how do I make that money? And I did a stream recently, and Wendy watched it. She even posted about it in Indie Comic Conspiracy about like diversifying what you're doing. And so like that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's like, okay, what are all the ways that I can make money in 2024 with comics and whatnot? And yeah. So that's kind of my mindset I'm in right now.
Badass. I love jamming rap. I can too. Wendy says, when I'm writing or researching, I'm listening to fantasy music. For me, if I'm trying to calm myself down, it's metal. If I'm trying to research or write, it's metal. It's metal. It's metal.
It's always metal?
Fucking metal.
Wow. Yeah. Nothing like calmer? I will say, for The Girl with the Megafist Volume 2, out of those 200 pages, there is one 90-page fight sequence.
Like 90 in a row?
90 in a row. Now keep in mind, it's not just like there's no like stopping. Like there's like fighting. Okay, let's stop. Let's talk about this. What am I feeling? What are they feeling? All right, let's get back to the fighting. But the whole event itself of the fighting is 90 pages. And I listened to a lot of epic fantasy music while doing those pages. But yeah, not a 90 pages of a 90-page fight scene.
Boom is in the house. Good to see you. Rave Knight, great show, guys. I watched Drawn Talk to learn while I was writing my first comic. Thank you. Let's work together soon.
I love it.
Paul's a keeper. Yeah, I love working with Paul too. He's a really good dude.
Paul's great. Paul's great. He did my
He's good to work
Patreon.
for
He
him.
did my creator coaching Patreon tier. I had that for a second.
Oh, cool.
And that was great because he was so awesome to talk to, and and he was like brand new. He was showing me some of the concept. And it was fantastic. Which is funny, and it was only $25. Whereas the guy before him came on, had the shittiest Kickstarter. I spent 3 hours with him. I was like, this is how you got to build your Kickstarter. This is how you do it. And he goes, well, I think I should do it this way. I'm like, if you do it this way, I promise you'll get 0 backers. It's going to be so bad. Please, for the love of God, don't do what you're about to do. And he goes, okay, sweet. I'll take what you told me. And I even emailed him. It was like this massive whiteboard of like our 3 hours of notes. I literally priced out every one of his tiers, which printers to use, everything. And the next day I get an email from him saying, hey, I went live. And I went, there's no way you could have gone live with the thing we just talked about. And he went his way. He got 0 backers. And then he tried to tell Patreon, hey, he's not giving me my refund of money because he lied. He's like trying to say like, oh, I lied. I didn't give him a good service. And I was like, no, Patreon. I gave him exactly. He didn't listen, and Patreon supported me. So thank you, Paul, for being great. Thank you, Paul, for being great, because that guy sucked, and he's not making comics anymore, and I hope I don't see him on the scene.
I mean, I just appreciate that you told us exactly how you felt. Boom's in the house. I used to do that before professionally, answering an inbound call, cuss them out, and then answering like a pro. Yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, okay, well, I mean, you got to get to your next show. Why do you tell everyone?
Dude, honestly, dude, they haven't even sent me the link. So, like, I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. So, I'm having a great time. If they send me the link, they send me the link, I'll go, hey, Chuck, I got to bounce. If that's okay with you, I'm having a great time right now.
Okay, yeah.
I'm having a certified silly goose time. What are your thoughts? What do you think indie people? Why do you think indie creators right now, as kind of part of your intro, are struggling to fund right now? It's because they all backed ISOM #1. All their money went to ISOM.
What the hell is that?
You don't know what ISOM is? Shut up.
No.
You know what ISOM is.
No, I don't.
It's that Eric July comic that did $3 million on his website.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the joke. I was like, no one has any money because they spent $50 on that comic.
Right? I don't know. I mean, it could very much be that, it's gotten... I feel like things have gotten a little expensive. And, Kickstarter's gotten a little expensive. And we're kind of more used to what the landscape was in 2020 and 2021. And I think people are still, myself included, are still playing in that landscape. And I think we need to recognize that maybe we need to back down our prices a little bit because, it's not the same place. My issue, I would tell you, is that I think what's bothering me is not necessarily money. It's we don't have the backers that we did last time.
Interesting.
Like we're halfway through. We don't even have half the backers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you signed up to Backer Launch?
No.
Do it. It's free. And I'll tell you why. Travis told me to do it. I spent $100. I haven't made my money back. Thanks, Travis. But the analytics that they gave me shocked me.
Yeah.
Out of before I launched Girl with the Megafist, I had done enough campaigns that I had gone 200 backers in total. When I did the Girl with the Megafist campaign, the Volume 1, it was my best campaign with 208 backers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they all came back. Only 20 people from those original 200 came. Everyone else was new.
Wow.
Everyone else was new. And those 200 people, And then now with volume 2 of the Growth the Mega Fist, 60% of those backers are from the last one, and 40% are new. And
that's great.
And so right now, I think, so it's like, one thing, it kind of sucks because I'm like, okay, those 200 people, okay, what happened? Okay, I did a supernatural comic book series. Then I did a sci-fi one. They probably don't want this anime type one. Fair. And so I'm kind of looking at that. And then, like, I'm feeling like right now, because it's Growth of Megafist is a new series, I'm still trying to find the people who are like, oh, I'll try it. Okay, that wasn't for me. And hopefully after enough volumes, I'll find my core people who are like, oh, we like this, we're ready for day one. So I'm wondering if you guys went on that backer launch and they pulled in the data, you would see, okay, how many new people are we getting and how many people are old? And then you go, okay, if it's like me, it was like, okay, why are these 200 people not coming back? This is a problem. And, after digging through and talking to some of them, it's like, okay, fair. I'm not offering what you wanted. So, if 100% of those people from your thing are coming back, that's one thing. But if for all we know, Belial number 1, 2, and 3, for all we know, all of your backers are new. Like for all we know, it's new. And at that point you go, crap, how come none of the old backers came back? Yeah. So that's kind of the data stuff I've been looking at, thinking about
that's smart.
Lately.
I like that. So what show are you supposed to be on, by the way? So we can make fun of them for not sending you your...
It doesn't start for another 10 minutes. It's the Bunder Dome. It's they don't stream. They never stream. It's the Common America guys.
Oh yeah, Tim Lim.
Yeah, it's them. Which, I mean, talk about a hardcore fan base. In 24 hours, they did $100,000 and 1,000 backers. Yeah, I mean that's. So
I guess they're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean it's not crazy. I mean you can maybe live off of that.
How many books do they drop a year?
They drop 3 a year. And it's 64-page hardcovers for $10.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember talking with Tim and going, hey, here's my Megafist book. These are the pitches this is the price ranges I'm thinking. What do you think? Because he's like, well, you could easily sell this for $25. And people would go, oh yeah, 200 pages, $25. It makes sense. He's like, but I wonder if you went lower, what would happen? And so I was like, I think I'll try the lower thing, because that's what they did. They did $10, 64-page book, and everyone was like, wow, like it's enough money for you to go, I'm not losing that much if I try it out.
Yeah.
In a sense. And so I think that's what I've been feeling like with my stuff is like really a lot of things I've been doing is how can I do what's the most ease of access I can get someone to follow me to get on board, that 222 thing, can I get someone to buy a $2 physical comic? And I'm like, it's okay, I don't lose money. The goal really actually isn't to make money on the $2 comic, it's to make money on my back stock. Because they go, oh, I spent $2 on a physical book, I might as well throw in another graphic novel that he has.
Yeah.
And then I make money that way. And so my tactic right now is how can I give as much value to someone that they want to follow me, and then can I get them into my comics later on somehow?
Yeah. Sarah says, holy hell, I'm on the wrong street corner. Maybe it's the fact that you are on a street corner. Maybe that's the issue. Sell somewhere else, son.
That's funny.
I'm waiting for the next Black Hops.
Ah, yeah, me too. I'm waiting for my package. I'm excited. It'll be a big one. And as well, I think it's like I think a lot of times a lot of creators are like, how can I make the most money instead of how can I reach the most people?
Yes, I agree.
Like right now, I haven't announced it yet, like formally. I've said it a couple times, but like the Girl with the Megafist is going to be going through AP, Antarctic Press.
Oh, good for you!
Thank you. Not as like it's standalone. It's just going to be one of their anthologies. It's called Manga Z.
Okay.
And it's just going to be like it, but like I said, here, man. Here's everything I got. I've got it like a year. I've got like 2 years worth of stories that like that are already complete. You can use. And he's like, well, perfect. Then you will be like the main one, like the staple of Manga Z. So
Wow.
and it's like it'll be on comic book stores, and I'm not planning on making a ton of money, but like hopefully people go, oh, like I'm getting 6 or 7 pages from this a month. Oh, this guy has a 200-page book. Let me just like go over.
Go buy the book.
Let me just go buy the book and not wait. And maybe Ben at some point goes, hey, you have enough content that I can just do an ongoing series, a monthly ongoing series. And so it's like, and we didn't even talk money because it was a complete accident. Like he got my files from a year and a half ago, and he thought I submitted them when I didn't. He sent me a solicitation saying, hey dude, it's excited to have you on Manga Z. And I was like, what the F is this? How'd you get my pages? I'm not supposed to be in this. And he goes, oh, I didn't talk to you? And I went, no. He goes, did you not submit? I went, no. And he goes, oh, do you want to be in it? I went, yeah.
That actually sounds exactly like Ben Dunn. By the way.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever I tell people the story, they go, it's not that shocking. But But it's like but like a lot of creators will be like, well, what about the money? What's it? I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna reach more people. This is a long play. I'm not gonna make a ton of money right now. They might come back they might go to the Kickstarters though.
Well, and you'll also have. I mean, I have to assume that he's going to be sending you comps.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So you'll have those to throw around and sell. So
yeah,
I know that when I was AP, they were good about sending me comps.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna just give those away. I'll keep them and I'll just give them away.
By the way, I only said that so that I could flex that I was in AP before you. That's all I was doing.
Well, listen, Chuck. Yeah, so like those are some of my like things I've been thinking about. Is like I think a lot of creators are making really bad moves lately, and they're kind of hurting in their campaigns because they're very money focused and not growth focused.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 cents.
I think those are very fair cents to have.
And I hope they crash and burn and they leave the scene.
Wow.
No, we like them.
Auction them, I'd buy an AP.
Fair, very fair. I actually need to tell Ben so that he can't use one. Actually, no. Never mind. But yeah, so those are I'm very much into the marketing and stuff, and but yeah, what are your thoughts? Like I think I asked you, said, you know, everyone's doing a 2020 and 2021 playbook, and it's not 2020 and 2021 anymore.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But then at that point, you have to convince people: are creators going to want to bring their prices down?
That's the thing, right?
Or you could do
what does that look like? And my problem is, and this is not, I have to stress this so hard, this is not an attack on my partner. But
oh yeah, I mean, by like fuck Sean, like I hate that guy.
Bald motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's his fault.
Yeah. So the thing is that it's hard for us to bring our prices down because there's so much money that goes into making it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so because we're a team, it's not something we can do. So that's something that I would have to try out with the next Viscarian Tales or with Welcome to the Void or with whatever else I come out with on my own.
Yes.
Because doing that with someone else's money, that's not a fair thing to do. Whereas because I can't afford to take the loss, but I can take the loss and I can be like, that's on me. But I can't force someone else to try to take a loss with me. That's
then you know what you need to do, Chuck? You know what this sounds like? Sean, you fired. Or you are the weakest link.
I can't fire him off his own book.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
No, but I do have plans. I do need to be working on my own stuff. So that is something that I have a couple things that I'm planning to do of my own. Because I need to be doing that. And Belial's almost done. Belial's only a 4-issue series. So
yeah, at that point you gotta start making some moves. Yeah. Well, dude, I had fun. I got that. I think I should bounce. gonna go pee. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm gonna take a big dump, and then I'm gonna go.
All of that is hot. Wendy, can you put his links back up? See,
I
Wendy's
appreciate it.
great.
I'm excited,
Yeah.
Chuck, to have you on next week. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited because you've got like 1 billion backers. If I can get 2 of them, that'd be great.
Oh man, yeah, I've got like 1 million subscribers, guys. You know what's funny is I actually messaged someone on. There's a YouTuber that I found, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the guy I want to emulate. He makes manga, he makes videos, he has 500,000 subs. So I followed him on Twitter, and I replied to him on a tweet today, and it was like, hey dude, I just found your stuff, like really inspired. I'm coming for you. Everything that you do, I'm going to surpass. When you post a video, I'm going to post a better video. When you come out with a volume, I'm going to come out with a volume. I'm going to be better than you. Anyways, I hope we can be friends.
Terry, thank you so much, hon. Everybody, there is Girl with the Mega Fist. Please go check it out. It's a lot of fun and and I'd love to hear that we actually made a difference. So please hit that up. And then, of course, Belial is happening right now. Terry, you did mention Metal Prince. No, he is not. And I haven't considered Metal Prince because I find that indie prints don't necessarily usually do well. But, of course, we have the metal cover. So when you check out Belial and you decide to get your stuff, it's an add-on. Hit the metal cover. I think you will love the hell of it, and it's very limited. So it's definitely going to be a collector's item. Sarah says, enjoy exploding your bathroom.
You know I will.
Dude, Tyler, thank you so fucking much. I really appreciate you coming on here, buddy. We're gonna have another good time in a week.
It's gonna be great, Chuck, and
Absolutely.
I'll give you. Well, I'll tell you what's most sad. I'm actually not sad about the whole like live thing. I like that the after show banter. That's the stuff. So that's actually what I'm sad about, that we don't get to do after show banter tonight, but we're gonna do plenty of after show banter next week.
There's gonna be so much tea spilled next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna head out, Chuck. Thank you so much.
Take care, homie. Guys, holy shit, that almost never happens. Metal Prince indies are right now. Oh, okay, or Fire. Okay, well then maybe we'll think about it. But like I said, we've never done indie prints or metal prints or anything. So at least the metal cover we're pretty excited about. Great show. Thank you so much. Great show. Thank you guys. We really appreciate it a lot. You know what? I never do this, but because he enjoyed it so much and he's not here, I actually bought a metal print for Granite State Punk. Yeah, no, good call. Yeah, guys, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So much love for all of you guys. You're so terrific. I'm going to send us off with our theme song, and we're going to be done. Thank you guys so much. Much love to all of you. Oh, yeah. And my name is Chuck. And boy, oh boy, do I ever give a fuck.
Canadian bacon is actually really good, and it's nothing like normal bacon, and it's better than ham, which you guys seem to call Canadian bacon. I'm very good at writing. I write very well. Yeah, it's Shop Talk.
Do some of your audience members like the word fuck? Cool. Then